Not long ago, Nintendo announced the latest games in the Pokemon franchise in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, a set of remakes that Pokemon fans had been hoping for a long time. There are a lot of exciting possibilities for these remakes since the Gen 6 format has changed Pokemon to a 3D gaming environment. So here are my top 5 hopes for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Let me first start off saying that I never played the original Ruby and Sapphire. I played the first 2 gens, played both the remakes, but then got out of it until Gen 6. I went back and played Gen 5 later so that I could get some of the unattainable Pokemon in X and Y. So let's get to it. Letting your Pokemon follow you. This was a cool feature we saw added to the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes, and it's something a lot of fans have been asking for. There have been fan mock-ups of what it could potentially look like. Plus, it's just plain fun to have that legendary following you around. Move tutors. Outside of a few specialty moves, move tutors were not all that present in X and Y. I'd like to see this change in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, specifically bringing back the ability for Pokemon to obtain moves that were able to be taught in Gen 5, but not in Gen 6. Like Snorlax, could learn Ice Punch in Gen 5, but not Gen 6. More Mega Evolutions. This may get a little long-winded. Mega Evolutions were a great addition to Gen 6 and added an additional twist to competitive battling. Plus my male Mega Gardevoir wrecks house. Yeah, it's a male, in a black dress. So what? I like it because it's typing and moveset. Not for any other reason. I would like to see more Mega Evolutions added, but only if it can be backwards compatible with Pokemon X and Y. Forwards compatible? I don't know. I really got into competitive battling, and I think it would be a mistake for Game Freak to force competitive battlers to buy Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire to play with and against new Mega Evolutions. We know we are getting a Mega Latias and Latios since their Mega Stones were found in the code of X and Y. Coincidence? Doubt it. But so far, that's it. If they added more Megas, I would hope they could somehow get an update patch to add them to X and Y. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems like uncharted water for Game Freak. This would be the first time that a remake in the same gen would potentially have new content not obtainable in another game. Event Legendaries. Not just any Event Legends, but Gen 3 Event Legends. Gen 4 got new distributions of Celebi with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so I would like to see a Gen 6 distribution of Jirachi and Deoxys. Keeping the Gen 6 mark. I like this move by Game Freak. Gen 6 eliminated the need to poke gen by making breeding a perfect 5 IV Pokemon easier. It still took some work, but it was possible. They also locked down hacking periods, so even if you wanted to, you are unable to just create a perfect Pokemon. The Gen 6 or Kalos mark differentiated the Pokemon bred and born in Kalos from ones imported from previous generations. Competitive battling even states that only Kalos origin Pokemon are allowed, basically making prior gen Pokemon useless. I'd like to see this continue. I spent a lot of time breeding my team and I want them to continue to be worth a damn. It would also be pretty stupid to not be able to tell a Pokemon came from Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. It doesn't need to be a Hoenn mark because that would look kind of funny. So I say either keep the Kalos mark or maybe use a triangle. You know, Gen 3, 3 points. So that is my top 5 hopes. Let me know what you think and tell me what your hopes are. I'm the 2 Cent Gamer. Until next time.